Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, celestial earth angelics of the federated worlds of light. Today we commence the Yellow Warrior wave spell on the Mayan Zolkin calendar. As rainbow warriors of the new earth, we walk our divine path with heart, being connected to all things in all realms, timelines, and dimensions through our sacred heart center. As warriors of the light, we step into our roles as guardians of Terra Nova Gaia, our mothership of the Universal Federation of Light. All our councils assemble for the final culmination of the transformation of the third dimension into the fifth and beyond. As we begin the next 13 days of the wave spell of the Yellow Warrior, we had an M-class flare emanate off Solaris and a CME flood the Earth, appearing on the Schumann charts in an amplitude of 13 Hertz, creating a 1313 portal for divine feminine goddess energies to fully emerge and fill this realm with her healing and calming water energy. As we merge with the ocean of consciousness, the mermaid nations are with us to assist in navigating the holy waters of infinite life and infinite light. The mare people assist us in keeping our individual consciousness as we connect and merge with our cosmic unity consciousness for this final quantum leap into luminous, illuminated wayshowers of the new Edenic timelessness. As we converge into the still 0-point center, we break through the compression into the exodus as pure rainbow bodies of eternal life. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you again today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end and leave us a comment below this video on what you're experiencing and feeling with these intense energies. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And with all these massive energies flowing in, we had many earth changes and activations all over this realm, with 150 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. 1515 code of the 666 dimensional energy flowing in of the Christos consciousness. The most powerful activation, 5.4 Tonga on the Ring of Fire. Earlier today, the Philippines, 4.7, Bolivia, South America, 4.2, Okinawa, Japan, 4.9. We had 5 powerful activations in the root chakra of Pachamama today. South Sandwich Islands, as the root chakra becomes very active. We had a 4.9 followed by a 4.8 and then 5.3, 4.7 and then a 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess. Hokkaido, Japan, 4.3, Alamo, Nevada, 3.4, Indonesia, 5.1, Georgia, 4.7, Gansu, Shang, China, 4.2, Chile, South America, Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama, 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess, Indonesia, 5.0, Alaska Peninsula in the Crown of Lemuria, 3.0, Venezuela, South America in the north, Amazonia, 4.6, another activation, Chile, Tropic of Capricorn, 4.0, south of Fiji, 4.9, very deep, 546 kilometer. Ridgecrest, California, we had a 3.1, Philippines, 5.0, followed by a 4.5. In the Sacred Portal, Africa, Mozambique, 4.4, Chile, 4.4, 8.8 Portal, Lionsgate, Lyra Nation coming in. South America, San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, 4.2, 222 kilometer depth, 222 portal, also Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors. Philippines, 5.2, then Tonga, another powerful 5.4, most powerful of the day at 039 UTC. Banda C, we had a 4.3, and then Fukushima, Japan 3.1. The ring of fire again, totally lit up, totally activated. The dragon lines flow smoothly with the heavenly chi. The grids are all fired up and fully online for this great ascension process. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols right now. The moon is at 28 degrees, 3 minutes Leo. The sun is at 25 degrees, 26 minutes Pisces. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 26 degrees Pisces. A new moon reveals that it's time for people to go ahead with their different projects. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 29 degrees Leo. A mermaid emerges from the ocean, ready for rebirth in human form. More mermaid synchronicity from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from Animal Spirits Knowledge Cards from Susan Boulay. The card she pulled for you today, the Sacred Trickster Coyote. Symbology, transformation, creation, cunning, good fortune. The coyote often embodies the trickster, a mischievous but heroic supernatural being that uses magic, cunning, or deception to achieve its ends. Most Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest claim the coyote to be their creator. In some legends, the coyote forms the different peoples of the land from the various sections of a great beaver, which it has slain. The Plains Indians also regard the coyote as a teacher and a magician. In all of its roles, the coyote is a benevolent figure who intentionally or unintentionally helps to restore balance and order. The rather pensive coyote woman in this painting, entitled Coyote Woman Waits, is a character from Buffalo Gals Won't You Come Out Tonight, a story by Ursula K. Le Guin that Boulay illustrated. And now, the legend of Chenrezig, the Buddha of compassion, known in Sanskrit as Avalokitesvara, and in China, Guan Yin, and also Kuan Yin in Japan, the Bodhisattva of compassion, which is Buddha nature. According to legend, Chenrezig made a vow that he would not rest until he had liberated all the beings in all the realms of suffering. After working diligently at this task for a very long time, he looked out and realized the immense number of miserable beings yet to be saved. Seeing this, he became despondent, and his head split into thousands of pieces. Amitabha Buddha put the pieces back together as a body with many arms and many heads, so that Chenrezig could work with myriad beings all at the same time. Sometimes Chenrezig is visualized with 11 heads and 1,000 arms fanned out all around him. The Dalai Lama is believed to be a reincarnation of Chenrezig. For beloved beings of light, this is the dilemma of all awakened beings. When you realize the oneness with all things, if you awaken from the dream, if one being remains asleep or in the illusory world of Maya, of suffering, then all beings are suffering. The one and the many and the many and the one. So for one to be awake and free, all beings must be awake and free. This is our mission, this is our purpose. Bodhisattvas of the new earth, to free all living beings, all sentient beings of light from the wheel of karma, the reincarnation, recycle, false system. Chenrezig's mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum, and this is why I begin every transmission now with the sacred mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Morichetti, solar activity, CMEs, electromagnetism, in a few hours important soul realignment, body release, emotional outbursts. From Divine Sister of the Light, Amanda Lawrence, at 0800 UK time on the 15th, yesterday's incoming waves continue. My only advice, feel it, let it become you. Try to be with it, so that you get to understand what this energy is gifting you. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Kwana Michaela, solar gold is landed. Huge solar presence. We are wrapped in gold, upgrades, light codes, higher vibrations. Take it all. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin, M-class solar flare in progress. Sunspot 2965 is very active and Earth-facing. We've had several C-class and another M-class solar flare yesterday, and they keep on popping. Keep lighting it up like the diamond that you are. Perfect time for meditation, visualization, manifestation, grid, and gate work. Assisting with the activation of the diamond grid DNA and diamond rainbow plasma light body. Remember to keep focusing on self-care right now. All else comes from here. All hearts on deck. Let's keep collapsing and burning the matrix to the ground, igniting our crystal avatar self and organic ascension realities until it's done. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the late Alicia Brachet, Cosmic Gateway, Holy Sunspots. This has well and truly been an epic few days as far as solar and solar winds are concerned. We've had mainly C-class solar flares with a few M-class solar flares. We have a G2 geomagnetic storm move through, which is now subsided. Resonant is pretty normal at this stage, not to mention less than a week before the March equinox. I don't even know where to begin. There's been so much highly charged energies moving through so many phases, constant downloading of information, ideas, expansive consciousness, overload of energy moving through the physical body, feeling almost manic state to get a million things done at once. There is a very pressing feeling of urgency to get things in order at the moment. I feel like everyone can agree that something is about to occur on the world stage to trigger loads more to awaken rapidly. What the actual event will be is anyone's guess. It could be a combination of many things we've been anticipating for many years. No matter what it is, the most important thing we can do is stay present, heart-centered, discerning, and follow our inner guidance. Cosmic Love from CosmicG8way.com. And from a gift from Gaia, go to that space inside where you are permanently free, and the feeling of peace, of love, and of bliss holds you in a state of perfection. Feel the hands, or rather the spheres of time, move with and around you as we move around the light. Feel the space that holds no judgment and no fear, the space that is filled with acceptance, the space rich in the wisdom of transformation and generous in precious time. Experience the connection, imprint the vastness, and stabilize in the glory, so to begin dreaming from that space, emanating the all through you for all to share. We are solar activated, and we continue to experience flares while the sun now enters sidereal Pisces. Sun in Pisces supports the letting go of the drama and working from the inside out. All else will feel incredibly draining to go against your grain. Tune in for the magic. From a gift from Gaia.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. I am finding that such powerful energies are pouring in, and all is in such a state of flux and disintegration and assembling of the new, that all is in a morphing process. I literally can feel myself changing on all levels, and in far greater levels than ever before. With this, a lot of souls will be repeating the same old dramas, stories, negative patterns again, which have kept them stuck for so long. This will be in families, in society, and in the greater humanity. Yet these lessons are now being churned up so that all can finally break the patterns and allow themselves to be freed, and free others as well. I see this happening in my own family. I see how the same patterns are repeating themselves. I seem to give the same guidance and show them the same way time and again, yet they do not seem to get the message, or seem to be able to break the pattern. I look and see how they are creating their own dramas, and then seem to get pulled in ever deeper, like being sucked into a whirlpool. The truth is that one cannot rescue other souls, and you most certainly cannot master their soul lessons for them. You can guide, you can show the way, you can love them all the same, but you cannot do the work for them. What happens in families is repeated in larger levels in society and in governance in all of humanity. We now finally need to master immense collective soul lessons, and the only way to do this is to finally break the patterns and set ourselves free, and then set others free as well. I had crystal clear guidance regarding this morning. 144, coming in. I was told that whatever souls, even family, decide to play out in the old earth and the old 3D needs to be let go of. One needs to let go of all attachments in whatever form, and thus nothing which can hold you back in the old matrix and in the old earth. I'm reminded time and again of when Jesus said, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother? And who is my sister?" What he was saying in truth was that everyone he interacted with was a soul brother, a soul mother, a soul sister, for all are divine. The earthly family will disband. It has served its purpose and it will be replaced by soul family, and thus will then operate in the 5th to 7th dimensional states of oneness, unity, and peace with unconditional love. Thus we need to let go now, let go. The greatest love is to allow other souls, never those nearest and dearest you, to make the mistakes they choose to make and master their soul lessons in their own time and space without trying to piggyback them into the new earth. In giving them the freedom and exercising their own free will and choice, you are honoring their souls and the divinity which lives within them, as much as you are honoring your own soul and the divinity which lives within you. Unconditional love does not attach, does not control, does not manipulate. It simply keeps the heart open and allows them to attain mastery in their own time and in their own way, as much as they allow you, yours. We need to free ourselves now from all bondage, and so often family bonds are the most restrictive because of all the ancestral programming which went with it, which we now need to transcend, and indeed old patterns which now need to be dissolved and healed and let go of once and for all. The same applies to the greater humanity and all which creates discord in whatever form or way. We are truly now being shown what divine love in truth is. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brothra of the Light, David Alexander Lightfoot. Energy update, ascension update. Solar energy storms creating major changes in our reality, purging all lower vibrational 3D programming and connections. The solar energy storms are really having a major effect on us mentally, physically, emotionally, and energetically. I already shared in a previous post a few days ago I was triggered with so much deep anger by all the injustice, war, people in my private and business life still lying and hurting or controlling others. I had a major breakdown and have gone through another ego death and dark night of the soul yesterday, and it hurt me deeply, climbing back up now. Not a negative anger, but a positive anger that forced me to go within deeper, to change any old ways and beliefs, purge any remaining shadow energies, blocks connected to old life, and 3D no longer serves me. This is part of the awakening process, seeing the truth on a deeper and higher level, and each time it happens we are shocked. Our past no longer exists, only the now matters. A beautiful, loving soul friend spontaneously came to support me and pointed out it was time for me to let go of being the warrior. This was a big struggle for me as I was chosen to be the warrior like so many of you also. I have fought many, many battles these last 25 years to help awaken others and create a better world, fighting the dark and releasing, healing my own shadows. Those on the ascension path who walk the walk and talk the talk know. Many of us have ascended already and do not even know. Like I mentioned in a previous post, before we did not notice how far we already moved up on the ascension process and already stepped into our new lives. We now need to understand the old ways do not work anymore. It is time for a complete reset. We already received the new software. Yes, we will still help others and change the world, being in the higher 5D dimension and beyond, bringing down higher dimensional love and light, holding space for others to follow. Not easy to leave the old world behind as we have a big heart. We care because we have been through the tough life lessons others have now, so we understand. However, we are not helping humanity evolve if we lower our vibration. We need to move forward. Being in service to others is the divine path. It always has been. Those in service of themselves will have a hard time ascending and probably leave the planet. I want this post to be a reminder for all of you to wake up and see how far you already are on your ascension path. We not need to fall into traps anymore. Be discerning of who you connect with. Be in your sovereign power. Let others follow their own life path and make their own choices, learning their life lessons for growth. We do not need negativity in our lives anymore. We have our own divine network of people, soul tribe, angels, archangels, ascended masters, and galactic brothers and sisters. We are just fine. You are just fine. This is Ascension, people. We are doing it, so walk proud into a new future. Step into your new life. You and we can do this. Much love, David Alexander Lightfoot. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. To forget what we have known, the upcoming spring equinox opens and establishes the energies of happiness. The energies that are coming in are of liquid, plasma, crystalline, rainbow in all colors, and they come in different formations and schemes. When I tune into these energies, I feel unprecedented joy and great happiness. I just cannot help but smile and express joy. Yea, this is going to be something very new for humanity. These energies are of high and pure information that correspond to the true self, true history, and true identity, and those ready to receive them will do so blissfully. But I am wondering how these pure essences will be received by the unaware of those stuck in the mental programs. The level of purity, self-knowing, and humbleness that is required for one to process such powerful energies is very high. So there will be great pressure taking place in order for people to face the inner shadows, to deal with previous distorted choices, come face to face with unresolved karma, and open to the inner and cosmic truths with honesty and healing. So I come to the next conclusion that collectively, many will go into crisis in their personal lives and matters, and due to pressure, we might witness many going through craziness. Energies or people would be removed out of the way forcefully in order for available and free space to be created for the new. We might also witness turbulence and violence on a social level because these pure essences will be bringing revelations in all levels and will be pushing all toxins, heavy karma, lies, and distortions to come to the surface, to be seen and be answered. This portal will eventually be bringing people closer to self-responsibility, remembrance, and love. Great sacred and true unions and cooperations will be forming, coming straight from our true spiritual family. All the above are already taking place as preparation. For people to go through these changes harmoniously, they need to address their inner knowing, to cultivate purity and humbleness in the heart for the self and towards all, and allow a new way of understanding their existence beyond the mind, the personality, or what they might have known up until now. Erini. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Carolyn, 144 God Code. The collective shift of ages continues today, bringing more transformation into soulmate relationships and divine unions. The womb is cleansing and purifying of karmic relationships, bringing revelations to help you break free from that mold for good. Old beliefs are being replaced with new relationship goals for yourself, home, and family. New insights are helping you awaken your understanding what has been happening to you and your family. You can now put an end to what's been negatively impacting your life and demand karmic justice. Soon you will realize that others are to take accountability for their ill intent, especially towards the innocent. Command God's judgments be delivered so karma is gone, sins are washed away, and you and your family are free to move on. It is easy to overcome this due to the masculine-feminine teamwork that continues to clear the Piscean age. Through healing the emotions and transmuting illusions, they're entering a state of oneness and wholeness together. The dynamic frequencies between these two energies are building in intensity. Connecting, communication, feelings, and seeing each other accurately are raising up the light body of ascension. Together as a couple and a pair, they are moving ahead into the bridal chamber. This is helping you break free of going in the wrong direction and to walk in your truth. You are free to go through this powerful Virgo full moon celestial gateway and leave the karmic contracts behind for good, and chasing the past and run up the Jacob's ladder instead. Genesis 28:12. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. 13. And behold, the Lord stood above it, and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. In Jesus Christos' name, amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun in Pisces, sextile North Node in Taurus. The cosmos shines a light on our unfolding holy journey. You may receive confirmation that you're moving in the right direction, or a hint of course correction, to bring you into alignment with your soul's purpose. Synchronicity is common with this aspect. Your special mission today is to allow yourself to be who you are. Your presence here on planet Earth shows you have a part to play. Honor your life by recognizing your achievements so far. Acknowledge what is improved and focus on what needs further rehearsal. Clarify the path ahead by making a plan or putting practical measures in place to facilitate your efforts. Commit to your sacred path. Help yourself by connecting with supportive, grounded people. Reach out to kindred souls. Let your spirit shine through. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 196, Yellow Magnetic Warrior. Magnetic is the name for the number 1, and its keywords are unify, attract, and purpose. As with the beginning of every wave spell, day 1 is about identifying your purpose. Don't get into the trap of thinking what will happen to you during these 13 days, but instead ask yourself, how can I flow with this energy? The Tzolk'in is a tool, and each wave spell has a theme, but how you interact with it is entirely up to you. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents intelligence, questioning, and fearlessness. The warrior is the symbol of willpower, and when we go through the warrior wave spell, we are invited to go on a quest. If you are fearless, if you use the intelligence that you have, and if you ask the right questions, but there is no limit of what you can achieve during this 13-day journey. The guide today is also Yellow Warrior. Days 1, 6, and 11 are always guided by themselves. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Magnetic Warrior, 1 Keeb, Keen 196, 15th of March 2022, the Ides of March, attracting fearlessness, the rise of the Rainbow Warriors. 15-3-2022 equals 636 equals 69 equal 15 equals 6. 666 Triple Heaven Gate, day code 6 Heaven, Christ, Harmony, Family, Fertility. 15 Alchemy, Charisma, Magnetism. Month year codes 369 Nikola Tesla code. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Happiness, Creativity, Communication. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 9 Completion, Destiny, Service, Humanity, Grace. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 196 equals 16 equals 7. Mystic, Magic, Spiritual, Solitude. Rainbow Warrior Day, a triple magnetic day giving you great power and courage to fearlessly forge ahead on your quest, divine mission, supported by heaven's blessing, and on this triple 6 portal. Today we commence a new 13-day cycle in the dream spell, that of the brave Yellow Warrior, Keeb, who is leading us all on a quest, an adventurous quest to find the new world we have been collectively dreaming for so long. This 13-day cycle is calling the awakened Rainbow Warriors to prepare. Rise up and be ready for action. The prophecy foretold of these warriors of the rainbow, who will rise up and lead us to the new world through peace, compassion, and unifying all people, refusing to wage war or fight those old battles, downing our weapons and suits of protective armor as we reveal our true essence down to our pure nakedness, fully transparent and ready to be seen in all our luminous glory. We use our intelligence to gain revelations and bring fearless illumination into our lives and those we influence, consciously choosing to fearlessly create the most enlightened culture that we can imagine. That is our collective mission, and no thing can get in our way of realizing that divine plan. Lead the way to the promised land, way showers. Hi-ho, silver. Today is known historically as the Ides of March, the date in the old Roman calendar for taxes to be paid and debts to be settled. That jubilee on its way synchronistically. 2 years ago, Spirit told me that the 15th of March would be significant for debt forgiveness, and indeed it was. In certain states of the USA, the student loans and other personal debts were wiped clean. The interest owing and debt was erased from people's accounts. This bodes well for a significant breakthrough today. What is even more significant is that in 44 BC, the Ides of March became notorious as the date of the assassination of Julius Caesar, the residing emperor of the Roman Empire. He was betrayed by his own Senate, allegedly having been stabbed 60 times by many conspirators who had plotted against him to cause his demise. Et tu, Brutus, were perhaps his famous last words. A seer had warned that harm would come to Caesar no later than the Ides of March. On his way to the theater of Pompeii, where he would be assassinated, Caesar passed the seer and joked, "The Ides of March are come," implying that the prophecy had not been fulfilled, to which the seer replied, "Aye, Caesar, but not gone." This meaning is famously dramatized in William Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, when Caesar is warned by the soothsayer to beware the Ides of March. The Ides of March has a strong connection to leadership, rulers being elected, dying, or assassinated, as well as being a notable day of contrasts, protests, revolutions, and uprisings, commencing wars and bringing them to a conclusion. The Ides of March is a day where the polarity pendulum can swing to any end of the spectrum, as indicated by these historical events. This alignment of the yellow warrior wave spell commencing on the Ides of March is divine synchronicity, giving humanity the boost from spirit to achieve our unified quest. Tone of creation magnetic is tone number 1 in the spiritual realm as we initiate a new wave spell cycle. Power attracts, action unifies, essence purpose. Day 1 of a new wave spell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was the One, from out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction, attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose and your goals. People, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. Today we are seeking to attract fearlessness, becoming brave and courageous, to boldly go where no one has gone before, forging a new path. In our quest we attract others who follow our lead, seeking to unify all as one. Magnetic kin have a very strong connection to Source, and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. The power of one is very strong today as it unites us all as one humanity and our collective quest. The peaceful rainbow warriors have come home victorious. So, beloveds, we are commencing a very powerful and important journey in our planetary evolution, through finding our purpose and our path in this new world that is beckoning. Stay tuned, be ready and alert for action. Battle warning, be mindful and focused on envisioning and creating peace during this 13-day wave spell. The warrior energies can fuel battles on all fronts for those souls who are not emotionally balanced. Egoic desires and power struggles can arise as people feel more courageous and fearless, thus more prone to volatility and engaging in duels. On a global level, we may witness an escalation of conflict as tensions rise through this challenging cycle. A wise warrior always chooses his battles carefully. It is much better to walk away than engage in a windless war. Lead by example as the way of the peaceful rainbow warriors. Today's question is, how can I attract and magnetize my purpose in fearlessly uniting with my fellow rainbow warriors in our quest for peace and harmony? Divine blessings for embarking on a wondrous quest, unfolding your divine destiny. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 196, Yellow Magnetic Warrior. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to question, attracting fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence. With the magnetic tone of purpose, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of transformations, activations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone that continue to support us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. If you'd like to help us be able to continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge at our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Jackie Hunt, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister of the Light. We appreciate you and your continued support. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. I'd like to thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. She also has a 30% off sale until March 23rd for this equinox special, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. I create a future of radiant light and build the bridge of transformation in my daily activities, thoughts, words, deeds, creations, and intentions. I am now a radiant conduit of divine love-light intelligence, which shines divine perfection into the outer world and all of creation. From AscensionPath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. We appreciate you and your support and all that continue to support us in this great mission and in this great works of this ascension process. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.